Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. And we're about to do the mock exam against Class 1. This is going to be fun because we couldn't even pick any of our strongest characters. I mean, Gaius is tanky, and Rean is tanky. Oh yeah, so tactics. Oh, interesting formation. No, I don't like that. Actually, no, we'll do this. Yes, then link. I think that should be some pretty good links there. Actually, the links, we're finishing blow. Alright. Begin the practical exam.
Looks like you're all set then. Both teams, take your starting positions.
Now we only have one Esprit. Ooh, you can give us a
He
pep
may be a
talk.
fool, but even a fool can be dangerous with a blade in hand. And I'm sure his lackeys are well trained, whatever deficiencies they may have otherwise. Make sure you don't underestimate them.
Got it. Well, he is a member of the fencing club after all.
We'll see how cocksure he feels when we're through with him. Let's have a good fight, everyone.
This should be a winnable battle. So he's in the fencing club.
We'll now begin the training bout between our representatives from classes 1 and 7. Combatants, weapons at the ready!
They're all using the same swords. They look so uniform. We're ghetto.
Begin!
Alright.
I'll show you what real nobility is.
No one is knocked out during the battle. No one uses arts.
My turn!
Oh, arts? Oh, that's not too bad. I can use crafts, though. Really? That's terrible conditions. Oh, come on. Oh, boy.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
Defense up.
Leave it to me. They're open! Yep.
They're focusing rain.
It's my turn! Go!
I'll get you up.
Oh, boy. Rean's already about to
Yep.
die.
Leave it to me.
We need to regen soon. Okay, so Patrick is the tankiest, so we probably should take Patrick out first.
Come on!
Ooh, nice.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns.
Right!
Marcus was KO'd,
How about
but... Oh, he's down.
It's my turn. There! They're open! Go! Here we go! Flames, gather on my blade!
Right.
Just take him down, boys.
Right.
Keep taking him down.
Get that! All right. There! They're open! Read! Right! Go!
Autumn Leaf
There.
Cutter. Finisher.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
2 1.9 XP, holy crap. Oh, come on, Rean. Oh, you couldn't level up, seriously. Actually, who leveled up? Actually, no, it's Maki leveled up. Lutira. Ooh, nice.
I did it!
Nice job, Marcus. Whew, well, we were able to beat him. That took a while, though.
Enough! The winning team is Class 7.
The victory is ours.
Yeah, we showed them.
Not bad.
A passable performance.
Passable. They're just so non-uniform. One with a long spear type weapon, one with like a cool looking katana, one with a shotgun, one with an orbital staff.
That was some fight.
And all of them had like fencing sword, like rapiers.
We won! We really won! How does it taste choking down your own hubris? This can't be happening. How could we lose to this rabble?
Hey, that was a good fight. Pretty intense, too. You had us on the defensive more than a few times.
Hey, he's gonna try to be
If
nice.
we get
though.
another chance sometime, how...
Oh.
Get your filthy hands off me!
Okay. Never mind. Scrub.
Don't you dare start acting like you're above me, Rean Schwarzer. Just because Ymir's lord took you in out of pity doesn't change the fact that you're a nobody without a drop of noble blood. That was uncalled for. The rest of you are no better. Did you somehow think scoring highest on the exams would mask the fact that you crawled up from the dregs of society? What if you run for it? A family of upstart arms peddlers who think being flush with money is all the pedigree they need. And what of the barbarian and your Jaeger tots? I'm surprised they could even read the enrollment forms.
Jaeger tot.
What the hell?
I won't deny how the Reinfern Company made its millions. Am I the Jaeger tot? What terrible things to say.
Jaeger tot? I still can't believe that.
Trick?
I think you might have crossed the line. Silence! You don't tell me what I can and can't say.
How utterly foul.
Enough of this.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
sure I understand. Maybe you can clear things up.
Oh, God. Let's kick his butt.
What is it about nobles that makes them superior to those who aren't?
Gaius?
I won't deny that I'm not from this country. That's as plain as the nose on my face. Back in my homeland, we don't really have anything like your class system, so the concept is pretty foreign to me. Really, I mean no offense by asking, but I want to know what it is that elevates nobles above the rest of the people.
The superiority of nobles is self-evident. We come from families of distinguished lineage built on generations of tradition. That gives us a dignity, refinement, and pride that those of common birth could never hope to possess. We represent the pinnacle of man's achievement. That is what makes us nobles.
And what makes you a chubby scrub.
I see. I've witnessed that dignity and refinement myself. I see it in how Laura and Eustace carry themselves.
But not how you carry yourself.
But that leads me to another question. I can understand the importance of tradition, lineage, dignity, pride. I get why those would matter. But where do you think they let you get off saying the kinds of things you did?
Well,
Gaius.
The man, the myth, the
Patrick,
legend.
I really think you should...
Gaius raises an excellent question. I'd say this marks the end of our mock battle. Many thanks to the members of Class 1 for their gracious cooperation. Oh, and just for future reference, self-study doesn't mean wander around outside doing whatever you want. That goes for you two over there, too. back to the classroom with you.
Yes, instructor! Please excuse us.
I've decided that for your combat training tomorrow, I'll be pointing out everything you did wrong today. I'll be giving you the full, shameful play-by-play, of course. But I want you to really think about where you need to improve.
Very well. Excuse us.
Patrick! Wait for us! Oh, for a while there, I was worried that was really gonna get ugly.
As far as I'm concerned, it already had. This is exactly why I can't stand nobles.
Please, don't place me in the same category as that imbecile.
Thanks, Gaius. That meant a lot to me.
Huh? Not sure why you're thanking me, but whatever I did, I'm glad to have helped.
Okay, that concludes this month's practical exam. Next, I'll be giving you the locations for your next field study.
Oh, yes, it had almost slipped my mind. Where to this month?
Everyone, take one of these.
Be good groups, please. Be good groups this time. I mean, the last one was not bad. Alright, let's see. Rean, Lisa, Emma, Eustace, Gaius. Okay. Marcus, Elliot, Laura, Feet. This one's a little bit more shaken up a bit. So we have Gaius for the first time, because we didn't have Gaius in the last two. Have we had? I think we've had everyone. Yeah, we've had everyone in every. Actually, yeah, Gaius is the only one we haven't had a group yet. Ooh, North Highlands. That means Rean's homeland. And Erebonia Island. I don't think that's where the governor is. Okay, so we have Lisa, Emma, Eustace, Gaius. So we have some firepower, and we have 2 support class, and then we have me and Gaius as the tanks. Well, Gaius and Eustace are also the damage. His ring is just kind of eh. Elliot, Laura, Fee. Yeah.
Erebonia Island. That's in the far west of the Empire, isn't it?
Indeed. It's an island off the coast of Lemaire Province, known for its ruins. However...
The North Highlands are beyond the Empire's northeastern borders, are they not? That's right. They're out past Ruhr on the other side of the border.
Since the age of antiquity, the Highlands have been home to a tribe of nomads.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
You're from the Nord Highlands, aren't you, Gaius?
Sure am. We've actually made arrangements for everyone in Group A to stay at my home in our settlement. I hope you'll all enjoy yourselves.
Nice. So we're going to Gaius's place. Seems legit.
Your rank's gone up.
Hey, we're B3 now.
Here's a little something from the Academy.
Medal of Discipline. Okay.
Wow, that must have been tough.
Field study day. Fast forward. Jeez, man, that battle with Patrick was intense. As always, this is our group.
Still, I couldn't believe it when I saw Nord Highlands written right next to our names. I wasn't ever expecting our field studies to take us that far out.
Well, it does make sense, since it's an important place in the history of the Academy's founder, Emperor Dreikel's.
Indeed, the Highlands are where he first began to solidify his military power during the War of the Lions.
That's about the extent of my knowledge of the Highlands, to be honest.
No worries. I'll tell you more about Nord on the way there. Anyway, I hope you're all ready for a long trip.
I could have sworn Ring was from the part of the from the North Highlands too.
The train ride between here and there is over 8 hours.
8 hours? That's almost an entire day's journey.
No,
It sounds as though the experience will be more than worth the trouble, though.
By the time we get there, it'll probably be evening already.
You think we should go stock up on some snacks before we leave? There'll be no need for that, Lady Elisa.
Oh, she's going with her.
Good morning, Sharon.
We're almost ready to head out to the station.
Oh, of course, of course. I hope you all have a safe journey.
Okay, so she's not going. Okay, I was about to be bruh. So she has snacks
I
packed
would
for us.
also be very pleased if you would accept this.
What is it?
I took the liberty of preparing some sandwiches for all of you, as well as a pot of lemon tea for each group. I'm afraid I wasn't able to fix a proper breakfast, so I hope you'll enjoy these on the train instead. Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Such a thoughtful caretaker.
We'd be more than happy to accept them.
Oh, think nothing of it. Any good maid would do as much.
good maid. She's not happy.
Well, everyone sure loves you, don't they? I guess my objecting to you being here just made you work that much harder to cozy up to everyone else. I would never dream of such a thing. Please have a safe and pleasant journey, my lady. I'll be counting the hours until your return. Fine, I'm leaving. Hold on. You aren't plotting anything else, are you? I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
She definitely is plotting something.
Yeah, if you say so. Alright, we're leaving for real this time. Have a safe journey. Please excuse us.
The dormitory's in your hands while we're away.
Looks like Group A just took off then.
Good morning, Lady Sarah. Would it have been too much to see them off if you were awake this whole time?
Their field study begins the moment they wake up on the day of their departure. So since I'm responsible for grading their performance, I figured it was best to leave them to their own devices.
I see. You make a valid point.
Just one question for you. When will you be returning?
Ah, you truly are perceptive, Lady Sarah. I suppose there is no reason not to tell you. I will be returning before my lady and her classmates do. That's as much as I can tell you.
I see.
Oh, that's the wrong way. And left into the station. Yes, let's go. Oh, Rean, you ready to depart too, I see. Yep, we're ready to leave. Oh, I forgot. Don't you still need to purchase your tickets? Oh, yeah, you're right. That's right, now there's some tension between Fee and Laura. There's always some tension. Looks like we'll be traveling together as far as Heimdall this time. Very well, let's stop dallying and buy them already. Oh, so both groups will be buying them actually. Go running, Class 7. The Group A is heading all the way to the North Highlands this month. You heard right. Oh, we need to change trains. We need to change trains twice. First in Heimdall, then in Ruhr, right? Correct. From Ruhr, you'll need to transfer to a freight line for the last leg of your journey. Rarely, we can't handle that part of your trip here. Actually, it seems arrangements have already been made for that segment. We should only need to buy tickets as far as Ruhr. Ah, that won't be a problem then. Well, yep, of course. That's 5 passengers bound for Ruhr. We'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. And yep, let's go. So the whole group. Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until... Okay, I don't give a fudge anymore. I'd say we timed that pretty well. Yep, impeccable timing. True. Seems there's a 2-woman cold front blowing your way. Well, don't worry about us. We'll see what we can do to thaw them out. Yeah, just don't expect them to be weaving each other flower crowns when we get back, okay? Alright, we'll leave them to you then. Good luck. At least Maka seems nicer to Eustace, though. That tension has subsided, at least somewhat. Alright, so we're all gonna ride at least partially. We can't all fit in one booth across from each other, can we? Maybe we'll sit across from each other, kind of. Yeah, that's how I kind of assumed it would be. Wow, these sandwiches really hit the spot. Ham, lettuce, and cheese, and I'm getting a hint of pickle in there too. The ingredients are simple enough, but the way they come together is simply special. Even the butter tastes different from what I'm used to. And this tea is equally perfect. The zest of the lemon complements the taste perfectly. You have quite the maid looking after you. Well, Mother hired her, not me. She's a talented maid, though. I won't deny that. She handles the typical housework and greeting guests as you'd expect, but she's also manages Mother's schedule. Wow. Managing the company chairman's schedule doesn't really sound like part of a typical maid's job description. She really is that talented, though. Which is why I can't work out why Mother sent her here to look after me. Those two are up to something, I just know it. Regardless, there are different perks to having her around. I think you should accept your mother's kindness. I agree. She must have started working before sunrise to prepare all of this for us. I know. Anyway, look at those two. Fee and Laura, right? So we're headed to Erebonia Island this time. All I know is that it hosts some sort of ancient ruins I'm not certain about what to expect. Come to think of it, it'll be the first time I've had a chance to see the ocean. What about you two? Now that you mentioned it, I've never seen it either. I have. Oh really? During a land operation in the core. Speaking of ruins, Legram has some fairly well-known ruins, doesn't it, Laura? Oh yeah, the Saint's Castle or something like that. You must be referring to Lohengrin Castle. It's a magnificent stronghold that faces out onto the lake. You can see it from the town itself. It's quite beautiful on the days when the mist clears. Oh wow. Sounds like a sight worth seeing. Seemed like you'd be in trouble if a skilled sniper set himself up there. Oh my gosh. Doesn't sound like they're getting along very well. I feared as much. I doubt Fee is doing it on purpose. Laura seemed uncharacteristically offended by it too. Yeah, she's usually so composed, but something about Fee seems to get under her skin. Because Laura's family, Laura has some sort of vendetta against the Jaeger Corps. It has to be. Speed away. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna switch trains in Heimdall. I think. Never ceases to amaze me just how big Heimdall Station is. I never heard it said that, and I've heard it said that it's not merely the largest station in Erebonia, but on the entire continent. I'm unaware of another station that can match the 10 tracks found here. 10? I first transferred lines here on the way to Trisk. The amount of people I saw really threw me for a loop. But it's not surprising that there aren't as many folks around this early in the morning. Sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Hang on, you can't give up already. How hopeless. Well, don't worry about it too much. The most important thing is that we all come back around safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. I suppose you're right. We'll try and keep things from getting too dangerous at least. Cock off. Anyway, this is where we split up. If you're traveling toward Ordis, you'll be heading west, right? Indeed. Meanwhile, Group A will need to travel northeast to Ruhr first. So jealous, you get to visit Gaia's homeland. You better tell us all about it when you get back. Will do. Take care, everyone. Fee, Laura, we'll take care too. Well, see you all next week. Quiet. And we split up. Okay. Rean's sister! Oh,
Is
wait.
something on your mind, Elise?
Oh, it is! Wait, who's that?
Has some rugged, handsome young man caught your eye?
It's
Like
Rean's
your
sister.
brother, perhaps?
Please, Your Highness.
Highness?
I just thought I saw someone I recognized.
It was
But it couldn't possibly have been him. I can't imagine what would bring him to the capital this early in the morning.
Someone you recognized? I wonder. But I knew you wouldn't deny it. That your brother is handsome, I mean.
Please.
My
I
word.
knew that I shouldn't have told you about him.
Oh, come now, I'm only teasing. There's no need to sulk. I'll give you a little something from Mariage Cross to make up for it.
But that's an adult lingerie brand.
Oh boy.
Please excuse us, Captain Claire.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't sullied your ears with our scandalous conversation.
Not at all, Your Highness. I came to inform you that the special train to the Imperial Villa will be arriving shortly. I look forward to accompanying you today.
It'll be a pleasure to have you with us.
Certainly.
Oh, well, so Rean just missed his sister. That sucks. I kind of wanted him to meet up with his sister. Man. Just missed her. Alright, let me tell you a bit about the Nord Highlands. The Nord Highlands are a mountainous region to the northeast of Erebonia. To get there, we'll need to cross the Essengard Range. That's the mountain range to the north of Ruhr. I'm guessing we'll need to pass through quite a few tunnels to get to the other side. Pretty much, I went through several when I was originally traveling to Trista. Anyway, when you reach the other side, you'll be in the Nord Highlands, surrounded on every side by mountains. Other than the Imperial Army's bases, the only place you'll find is in nomadic settlements like the one I'm from. If anything, we have more sheep than people. Wow, really? I'm starting to feel like we're traveling to a country locked in time or something. It sounds like a scene right out of a picture book. In addition to the scenery, the Nord Highlands are also well known for their breeding and raising of horses. Most of the war horses used by the Imperial Army are descended from Highland stock. That's true, horses are essential to the livelihoods of the folks in my village. Raising horses to be used by the Erebonians is one of my people's primary sources of income. Come to think of it, I seem to remember hearing that the horse we have at home was raised in Nord too. Isn't that true of the horses the riding club uses? Correct, all of them originally came from Nord. Even the golden stallion on the Empire's emblem said to depict a warhorse raised in the Highlands. Or so the story goes, at least. Nord has deep historical ties to the Empire. We know today is that it's where the Empire Dragons first started building his army after all. That's right, the Imperial Army still maintains a base on the southern edge of the Highlands. Zender Gate. That's as far north as the trains can take us. I see. We should arrive there sometime around 4 in the afternoon then. Yeah, but it's just past 8 AM now. We should reach Aurora by midday. After that, we have another 4 or so hours on the freight train to Nord. Looks like we're in for the long haul. Still, we won't get chances like this often, so let's try to make the most of it. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'll play Blade this time either. Alright, we'll talk to guys first. Well, here's a sight for sore eyes. Haven't soaked in scenery like this since I first came to Trista. I hope everyone in this settlement is doing well. Seems happy to be headed home. I've always been curious, how did you end up coming to Thors anyway? Well, about a year ago I met a general in the Imperial Army up in Nord. One thing led to another and he ended up giving me a recommendation to attend the academy. He was strangely adamant that my skill with the spear would come in handy during my time at Thors. Guess he was right. I can see why an Imperial General might take interest in your spearmanship. Our cavalry's lance and spear training has its origins not just in the trails of the Eisenritter, but in the traditions of the Highlands as well. Well, that's pretty interesting. It's just recently that I've been learning how far back the connection between Nord and Erebonia goes. Indeed. What are uses? The horses of the Nord Highlands are known for some of the finest of the continent. With their solid builds, high endurance, and steadfast loyalty to their masters, they truly are the ideal steeds. The Highlands are far from the only place that raises horses, but the horses from Nord are in a class all their own. Sounds like you couldn't find a better horse if you search across the Empire. Though I know I see why Arthur's such an impressive specimen. Who? Oh, Arthur's the horse we have back at home. My dad would often ride him out hunting with our old dog, Badeau. When I was a kid, he lifted me up on his back and let me ride around. I see. This will be an excellent opportunity to learn more about how the Empire's finest horses are raised right at the source. Wow, he seems like he's really into this. And Emma. It's easy to forget, but in traveling to the Nord Highlands would actually be leaving the country. He feels strange heading out beyond your borders, a little emotional even. Yeah, we've got a long journey ahead of us. I can only wonder what kinds of things they'll have us doing before we get there, when we get there. Can't even begin to imagine. Each month seems to throw something new at us. I am a little worried about how Fee is holding up, though. Yeah, there's definitely something going on between her and Laura, but I'm not sure there's anything we can do about it. I'm sure Elliot and Marcus will keep an eye on those two for us. We've got our own battles to face. I'd like us all to come back from this trip in one piece. You're right, of course. And of course, le piece of resistance, Elisa. Not too much longer now. I guess this will be your first time back home since you started at Thors, right? Does it feel a little awkward going back after you ran away from home? A little, yeah. We're at least only changing trains there, so I don't have to leave the station. I haven't been worse since I switched lines there on the way to Trista. Oh right, I almost forgot. If you came from Ymir, you have got to have gone through Ur. I visited Ymir once when I was a kid, but I haven't been there since. I remember it being a really nice place, though. The scenery was so beautiful. Oh, didn't know you'd actually been. Yeah, it really is beautiful. A place that nice doesn't really fit a guy like me. Are you still sulking over what the twit said about our last practical exam? Pay the House of High Arms little mind, and they're full of a third son even less. I don't think he means most of those awful things he said. Yeah, it seemed like his anger just got the better of him. I'll bet he regretted it later. Regardless of what he thinks, well, we all think you're a swell guy as a classmate and as a friend. So don't be so hard on yourself. Aye, thanks guys, it means a lot to hear you say that. You're really so hopeless sometimes, Rean. Of course we're hopeless, we're Rean, that's the whole point. We'll save here. Oh, that's all the conversation. On to Ruhr. $11.50. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Ruhr. Next stop is Ruhr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you all have your belongings with you when you disembark from the train. Here we are. This is my first visit to the Empire's industrial metropolis. Actually, it's my first time too. I passed through when I first came to the academy. But even then, I could see why people associate with industry. It feels like the whole city is one mass of iron. Big mass of iron. Yeah, it really does have that vibe. What are those cone-shaped towers in the distance anyway? Oh, those are the orbital generators for the industrial plants. There are tons of large factories in the city, so they need those to create all the orbital energy needed to power them. Oh, really? If I weren't seeing it for myself, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine a city like this. Into the tunnel. It collapses. We dead. Just kidding. I wonder if her mom is going to meet her. Well, we finally made it as far as Ruhr. We'll need a transfer to a freight line to reach the North Highlands from here, right? Right. There'll be a freight train leaving at the platform 4 that we need to board. Platform 4 is up the staircase and to the left, I think. Alright, let's not waste time then.